If you struggle with middle game planning, if you don't know how to formulate a proper attack, the techniques that I have used, I'll be sharing in this game. This video, I am Feeder Master Raheemglaveschess, and this is exactly what I've used to reach where I am today. A Feeder Master. Stay tuned and let's get right into it. Now, in this game, my opponent played the French defense, guys. As in, one pawn to e6. Now, I took the time and basically control the center. Now here, remember, you want to take as much space as possible or hold the tension, guys. Like, you want trades that benefit your position. My opponent, on the other hand, did not do this. He instead took on e4. And yes, this is exactly what I mean when I'm saying it. And I basically explain to you. Your theoretical lines, your book lines, understand fundamentals first. You need to know your openings in depth before you actually put it on the board. Now, if you don't have theory, stick to principles, guys. Now, this man basically brought my knight into the game, and knight to d7 was played. Knight f3, knight f6. Now, everything is booked, guys. Like, I'm trying to help you, like, really and truly stop you guys from actually just like going down the wrong path. Bishop to d3, and he took again. So all again, this is all book. Take, takes, and here. First thing that you guys need to know, remember, bishops are worth more than knights. It's just something you need to have done for principles, because they're going to help you later down. These are going to be the building blocks of what you guys need to know. So if you're playing moves like q to e2, giving up your bishops too early, you might not understand it now. But later down, like when you're playing against stronger opposition, these moves will come back to haunt you. Now, I played bishop to d3, simply preserving the bishop pair. And he went pawn to c5. What do we do in the opening? We have center control, take out our minor pieces, and we have king safety. All right? Now, this man just takes literally any trade given to him. And this is the downfall of chess. So here, knight takes d4. Remember, still book. Still book. The longer the game goes on, the higher rated opponent normally wins. Simply because they understand chess at a deeper level. The game has just started. I have already have 2 pieces in the game. And what black has 1. I've already castled my king, guys. Black is 2 moves away from castling. As simple as this sounds, as little as these imbalances might kind of, sound to you guys, trust me, it makes a huge difference. Now, for guys wondering, like, why can't he take the knight? This is what we call a discovered attack. You see, like, pieces lined up. Always think some moves ahead, guys, like at least 3, right? Don't just take a piece and be like, all right, what's next? Bishop to b5 check, and you guys are seeing it. Like, that is indeed a piece, which is a whole queen. My opponent played bishop to d7, but still, the problem exists. He is 2 moves away from castling. What do? We continue with our development. I am not doing anything fancy. All you have to do is focus on the fundamentals. Don't have theory. Focus on the principles. It is not difficult, guys. Just do this. Like, do this first. Worry about the rest later. So here, opponent played bishop to e7. We are officially in the middle game phase. And what do we do in the middle game, guys? We improve our pieces. No, think of improving your pieces as giving yourselves a chance, an opportunity to make your opponents go wrong in their games. If you don't put pressure, then there's no way. Like, if I play h3, like, the position does not change. Like, my opponent is not in any more danger than he was before. Right? So, rook to e1, just adding pressure to the position. He castled. I'm like, all right, nice arrow. You see pressure in the middle game. All I am doing is improving pieces. I'm like, q to f3, putting pressure. And remember, by you setting up tactics in your favor, by you just doing the simple stuffs, this is what chess looks like. For the middle game, look for moves in my opponent's area. Remember what I also told you guys about tactics in my past videos. Use the drawback principle. This is what is going to happen a lot at all levels. The drawback principle is like the tactic that basically helps people the most. So Q to C7. What was that piece defending before? You have to give squares to get squares, guys. For black to control or try to put pressure on the C file, it was protecting something before. That bishop on E7. Combine that with putting pieces in this area. My knight on D4 simply went to F5. Remember, train it the right way, you will start to see these more often. If your thought process is like, it's the middle game, let me just push a pawn and see what black has, you will not even give yourself a chance to find these moves. Remember, the box. Draw the box in your mind, however it's comfortable to you. Look for drawback principles. A lot of other tactics are there, but for this one, drawback principle and pieces in your opponent's area of the board. Now, he played bishop to c6. I've also explained to you guys that whenever you're having more attackers versus defenders, it shows you that there is a possibility for an attack. Alright? Now, I played knight takes e7, shame on me. But just showing you, for tactics, we have a piece on e7. This is what you need to know. Like, for you to go to the next level, you have to separate your intuition from your calculation. So, what do I mean by this? This is the move that comes to you first. You're like, my knight is under attack. Or, you have to like give this with check. Fine. The way you improve, the way you go further, you have to try to force yourself to see better than you are currently. So here, what is defending this bishop? The queen. How can you remove the queen? Moves like bishop to f4 comes to mind. Moves like q to g3. Just moving the queen out of the way. If this is taken, remember, there are different tactics in chess. This one is even called like an intermezzo. See, if you're playing automatic chess, you will just recapture. That's terrible. If you look for your weak areas, like what are you missing the most in your games? Like intermezzos. Knight takes e7. Like it's a move you play before you play the obvious. Guess what? You can't find those moves if you play the obvious. Make sense? So here, he played, I could have played q to g3. Just to even go more in depth, I am going to go for a deep dive for this video so that you guys understand exactly what I'm talking about when I'm saying attackers versus defenders, guys. Now, he has two defenders around the king. Let's say that he calmly just defends the bishop on e7. Tactics start to work because I have pieces for days, guys. Knight takes g7. You won't be able to spot this yet because you have learned chess incorrectly. All you need to do is study chess the right way, and then tactics, like all of this will become second nature. Bishop takes g7. It's all the forcing moves in the position, and this is indeed checkmate. Like the game can be done just like that if you play it the right way, guys. You see pieces, activate them. Don't trade and improve your opponent's position. That is a quick ticket to, again, no man's land. Now in the game, shame on me, I played the heartbreaking knight takes e7, and the same principles come in mind. Now, at the higher levels, it's just the principles but better. You will learn to improve on what you have done before. I still have the advantage, but here I simply got the same thing. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4 possible attackers in this game against 2. Danger for my opponent. If you're looking at chess and you're like, this is an equal position, wrong thought process. Like again, you have learned chess incorrectly. There are different types of weaknesses. You have like isolated pawns, doubled pawns, king weaknesses. Same thing when there's not enough pieces in the defense. A lot of things that you guys need to know and understand. Now he played 8-6. Now I could even show you guys some more. Like g6, you guys see what's happening. Like I'm putting pressure. Things and people are going to collapse. I could swing more pieces. Everything is running red for the black pieces. So he played 8-6. And for calculating, I simply just check my forcing moves, guys, like my checks, my captures, my threats. I'm like, all right, I don't have time to sit down wondering if b4 works or if like for tactics. The minute you're presented with an opportunity, the minute you think that it's actually a critical position, you don't need this huge time to check everything down to move 50. Look at the board. What can you see? Checks, captures, threats. That's the building blocks. Don't skip any steps. Check the building blocks. No, the checks don't work. It's just gonna take. Then you check the captures. Alright? And you want to be able to ensure, alright, I want to use different words. Ensure that you're not just sacrificing on instinct. Ensure that you're seeing exactly what's gonna happen. If I'm like sacrificing my bishop and I'm like, alright, what's next? I'm gonna play a3 and try to actually take it by chance, see what my opponent's doing. No. Forcing moves. If you see an exact knockout, like don't just sacrifice your bishop and like the calculation ends there. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna play that move when it comes on the board. That's how you lose games. What you have to see is further. Remember I told you again our entry points towards the king. I have 1, 2 pieces. I brought a third and my opponent resigned. Rook to g3 incoming. And remember, you have to see this before you sacrifice. Once you count the attackers versus defenders, this is how you get it done. Why did my opponent resign? Like there's nothing. Like if he goes like rook to d4, just putting it on the board. Rook to g3. And this is indeed checkmate. We just removed the defender of the 8-7 square. And this is actually checkmate in 2. So there is no way for him to actually get out of this without, again, suffering huge material loss or just losing the game on the spot. So after, again, bringing another piece into the game, my opponent resigned. Now, like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. I hope you guys took down some notes, some tips, and improve your chess. Thanks again for watching, and take care.